Hi, and welcome again with Umbraco tutorials. Today we are going to do part 5. So in the previous video we have worked a bit on the layout. We created something called the view component. So we saw how that view component make our life easier. How to call that view component wherever we want, just in case we have the component is created in the back office or the data is exist in the back office. So we pull that data from the back office, depend on the page we are calling. So that was for the layout. So today is the plan to do something. We are jumping a lot, I think, but we can do something called a metadata because we are still in the layout. Let's try to tidy the layout as much as we can. After that, we jump to other or different stuff, and at least we are getting more knowledge how we can do that stuff similar to the view component, or if you need partial or anything. So today the plan is we can tidy more here. What we can do here today, I think we can do the metadata. So rather than we have all this stuff here, we can create same view component, and we can call that data from the view component. So we can take only this stuff here, I think. Yeah, this is the metadata. Can the icon stay there? That's fine with the title too. So yeah, let's do it together. So we need to create a new component. Sorry, and the view component here. We can call it metadata. Create class and say to that class meta. Let's say data view component. That's it. So inside this class, just we need to know what type of data we need to pull from the back office. So again, here it will be type of new component. Let's call here, come on, and also the root here, view component. So we can create something CTOR, the constructor. First things always we need to call the, I think, private read only, let's say available. Here, I don't know this one, and we say, here, as we said, each page should have their own metadata. That means I will do something similar to what we have done with the header view. So that means I will use the Umbraco context accessor here in this one, because I need to call the current page I am on to give me the data from there. Let's say Umbraco accessor, and that's here. I think we call context. And this context can be this dot text equal context. That's great. So now our method will be public. So it's public. It will be I view component. I view component. So we'll call it invoke. Inside this invoke, what we'll have a try catch. View. Fantastic. Let's save this one. Okay. So now we need to build our model here. That's easy. Say meta data view. As we said, we have to check what type of data we need to send to the front end. Why we have one here? I think it was in the layout. So if you think about it, we have something called description. We have the author, and we can pass the title, I think, too. I think, yeah, maybe we can pass the title to here too. And what we have more, this we don't need it. You can add as much as you want, because the metadata is not only this one. You can add the open graph, you can add the Facebook, you can add the Twitter, you can add as much as you want. This one here, they are simple and nice for us here, but you can add more and more if you want. So let's create the new folder to store the HTML code there. So as we said, always should be the folder name similar, exact, or 100% should be exact. Same the view component here. So it should be metadata, and under, oh, what the heck we did? No, it should be folder, not this one. So it should be folder called metadata, and under the metadata we have to call or create view called if we go add, and we should call it default. That's it. So inside this default, I will just cut what I have there, and this one here, where is it? So we said we'll take everything. Yeah, let's take this one, or no, we can pass if we want this one. No, this one should be there, and this one title. Yeah, let's take this one, or we can handle them after. So let's go here, and we added everything here, and save it. So what type of data will send, as we said, that type of data will send it as a metadata view here. So let's go here again at model, our project name, Umbraco template dot code dot again. I think with model, no, models. Models dot component models dot metadata. So inside metadata, we'll replace each one of this. I think we have only two for now, and the title. That's fine. So let's back here now. This one, let's say top. This one. Top. So it'll be string. We'll have something called title, and also we'll have public, something called description, and what's more we have there. 1, 2, 3, author. Nice. Public string author. Here we are. I think that's a 3, and as I mentioned, you can extend this one as much as you want. You can use any type of metadata you can add here. So that's what we need currently here. Let's go replace this stuff here. So if we have description, that means I need something called model. But place it here or render it here. Model dot, I need something called author. Here you are, and the title. Let's say add model dot title. I think we are doing good till now here. So the second step is we need to call the data from that database from Umbraco back office, but we have to create the document type for that. Let's run the project and we'll back again to this one. So here we are in the back office. So what we need to do, as we said we need to add metadata for each page we create. So we don't need, as we said before, we don't need to create more models here called metadata for each one of them, description, author, I don't know, it will be too many things there. Same for the home page and same for the rest. But before we create something called page setting composition. So let's go and check that one. So let's go into master composition in the something called page. So on this page we have already something called page setting. I can add one more things here. I can call it meta data. So inside this metadata, I can create now the models I need. So which one I need now here? I need something called maybe author. Let's pick the string and so this one, and I need something called maybe description, and I can take its string too. Yeah, the title, why I don't need to create the title? Because I have the title already here, so I can pull the title from this one. I don't need to duplicate the data. After saving this one, we can close the project and we go again to the view. So after saving this one, we can go to the content. So I will see straight away, I don't need to call anything or do anything because it's already before inherited there or used by the home page and the about. Straight away see something called meta. So now the meta data, they will be everywhere we used before the page there. So let's call it me, the author, and description something here. Let's save it. So let's say call me home. So we are exactly coming from the home page, and this we can make sure everything is changed. Also in the meta, let's call it about author, about okay, let's save it now. I think here we don't need this project to be running. Let's close it and let's back now where to the view component. So now we need to call the data we need from back office. We already created that stuff there. So what we can say here, similar to what we have done in the header, content to be equal the context dot get the required Umbraco context, and will be dot. We'll ask about the published request dot again published content. That's fantastic, and it could be null. So actually 1, 2, 3. Nice. So I'm gonna say if the content would have this, if the content is null, then return view and say something here. So what is that things? I think we have to pass the data type we said we are going to send here, which it is a metadata view. So let's go again to our component and we say it to us an instance of the metadata view, and it will be, let's call it metadata view and equal new. That's nice. So here we'll send the metadata view. Otherwise, we metadata view, but let's say the author to be equal to our content dot. So also here, because we are calling from many pages, not only single page, and we don't know what that page will be. So it will be string. We'll use the value here, and we'll say give me the author. And this one, I think let's remove this one here. So we need to add it, and we have to add it in this one here too. Another one. Everywhere, and let's back to our component. So same will do for the description. So the metadata description, and they know each other. I think just only one letter here. And the last one will be the metadata title. The title will be a bit tricky here. Why? Because we need to always pick the title of the page. No, I don't think so. So let's pick the title straight away from here. We don't need to be complicated. If everything's okay, please send this one. Otherwise, throw an exception here if there's anything. Will be logger. This one will be log error, let's say. We'll send the ex, the exception inside this one here, the comma, and we add the, we need to send the view name error while processing name of who, our metadata component. How easy and lazy this one. So what's here? Let's just make sure if this one null. I don't think so. We need to say any more check here, and let's map to where to our layout here. Let's say VC. I need the meta tag metadata, and let's save and run the project. And I have to make sure we are seeing the data there. So here our project. So if we inspect this page, you should see something in the metadata. So if you back up here in the header, so too many things, and see it's something. So we wrote this one already from the home office, so back office. So let's back again. About page, it should show us something different. Here's the about description. So we are calling the data for each page. As you know, the metadata, it should be different between the pages. And as I said, you can add more. Yeah, you can add more as much as you want, depending on the things you need. So I think we have still a few minutes. So let's try to clean this stuff here. Still, there are many lines here. We can't tidy them better than this. So the nav will be video for it. The footer same will be video for it. But I think we can remove the JavaScript and we remove the other stuff. We can create folder in the view, in the shared maybe can be. We can call it bundles maybe. This one here. Let's call this one bundles. So inside this bundles here, we can say, let's suppose view, and this will be partial view. Let's call it Java bundles. Okay. So inside this JavaScript bundles, let's go back to our layout. So in this layout, rather than we save this one here, oh no, give me from this one, cut it from here, and let's add it here, and save this one, and so in the bundle. So that's how we can call it. We say partial name. Let's call it. It is in the bundles, and let's go to be like this will be again underscore Java bundles, and that's it. Partial. Or why am I not getting anything here? It should be like this, and we can do same for the stuff here. I don't know why this one they put it here, but we can move it to the JavaScript one. Control X. Top here. Also for the CSS stuff, we can do one same. So let's call it here again a new view. I will call it underscore style sheet bundles. That's it. So again, we back to the layout. And the layout, cut this stuff from here, and we add them in this one. Let's close this. Don't need it. And we back to the layout. And the layout. So here, rather than we say check partial, this one. So the name. We said the bundles underscore style sheet bundles. Oh, looking like this. Nice. Add this one there. So now we remove a few lines and we type this stuff here better. And it's look better now, I think. In the next videos, maybe you can do the footer or the bar. I think both of them, they are nice. We can do one of them. Yep, I think that will be easy for us. So see you in the next video.